All right, another month has come and gone in 2023. This year's blown by fast. September. What did I think about it? I saw 5 films in the month of September, and I'm going to let you know my thoughts on ranking them from worst to best right now. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Tyson, and we are here to talk about movies. That's right, we do movie reviews, movie trailer reactions, cover major movie news on our Admit1 podcast. We do movie rankings, and of course, we do Oscar Mondays. And if that sounds interesting to you, please check us on out and subscribe. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers, and I'd love to have your guys' support when we go on that journey. All right, with that done and out of the way, let's get into the month of September here of 2023. I saw 5 films, and we are going to be ranking them. There are some films on here that I wanted to like, and I just didn't. But let's get into it. Starting off, number 5 is A Haunting in Venice. I did not even review this one on the channel. I did not even let anybody know I saw this one. This one was just awful. I went into it not really excited either. I just went because I didn't have anything else better to do. And I came out of it just feeling like I wasted an hour and 40 minutes of my time. Oh, Kenneth Branagh. I love Kenneth Branagh, but I couldn't stand behind what this film was. I give it a 1 star on Letterboxd. It's not good. It's boring. It's boring just like the other ones have, really. Death on the Nile, Murder on the Orient Express didn't do anything for me. The cast in here is great, but the story is just yuck. It's just boring. It really is. I can't say anything else about it. It's not interesting. You don't care. The characters are whatever. You just think it's silly the whole entire time. You're just like, really? This is how it's done? You know who the killer is right away, I feel like. And Tina Fey, I love Tina Fey. She's funny. But her being in this film just threw me off completely, and I was just lost, really. I was lost from the very beginning of this film. I just didn't think it could get any worse, but it just kept on going. So, Haunting in Venice, it's number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have The Nun 2. I was very excited about The Nun 2. I love the Conjuring universe. Didn't love the first Nun, though. Unfortunately, I did not love this one. A great premise, great performances, but ultimately the execution was just not there. The character of the nun is creepy when she's in the background and when you kind of just see her standing in this long hallway and she's just looking straight at you. When you see her more up close and personal and she's in this third act, she just looks, it just makes it look goofy and you can't really take it too seriously. I do like the story a lot better than the first Nun. I like the characters in here as well. I think it is a lot more terrifying and more thrilling, more on the edge of your seat, for sure, than the first film. But ultimately, you just don't really care as much as the film wanted you to, and you don't really grasp on it. It's because of that third act for me, where you get more of the nun up close, and it looks goofy to me. So, The Nun comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, a film I was highly anticipating. It was my number 1 film of the fall season, and that is Dumb Money. This film is, of course, based on the true story of the GameStop stock just rising and rising over the pandemic and just killing Wall Street, which I love. And Paul Dano in here is a brilliant actor. I love it. The comedy in here is just top notch, really. And this cast is huge. It's outstanding. You have Nick Offerman, Vincent D'Onofrio, Seth Rogen is in here, Sebastian Stan, Shailene Woodley, Pete Davidson. I'm forgetting it. There's just so many people. I feel like I'm forgetting. Anthony Ramos is in here. An amazing cast. One of the best ensembles of the year by far. The comedy in here hits at least like 98% of the time for me. I love the way this entire true story was told. The direction of it was great. The film length, perfect film length for this type of film. Did not feel too long, not too short. I loved this movie. I definitely need to see it again. Yeah, definitely recommend this one for sure. Dumb Money, a huge knockout. I loved it. I love this true story, and I love the way it was told on screen. And I really think the direction in here very good. Screenplay too, pretty solid. All right, coming in at number 2, we have The Creator, the $80 million sci-fi budget film. You have no idea how this film was done for $80 million when you see some films for $250, and you're like, okay, The Creator looked way better, and it's not anywhere near $250 million. What are you doing, studios? But anyway, yeah, I like this film very, very much. I like the premise of it. John David Washington is a star. I love this man. He's a great actor and definitely carries this amazing sci-fi original film in a way of AI and the relationship with humans not doing so hot throughout the most time in this film. The ending, the last two-thirds of this movie, I had a great time with. It was a great ride. I really did like this one. It's definitely going to stick with me for a while, just because of the messaging in here, but also just the way it was filmed, and it just has so much to it. The execution was not as great as I wanted it to be, but it's still something that I can look back on and appreciate what they were going for, and it did give me enough sense of completion in a way to the story where I really did have an emotional connection to this movie, and that is, of course, because of this wonderful relationship between John David Washington's character Joshua and this AI little girl named Elfie. I love their bond that they have. Really, truly feeling the love that they have for each other. It carries this entire film out. Also, AI, obviously a very relevant topic in today's world, and I thought it came out in the best time possible for this movie to be a success. Definitely go out and check this one out because it is worth it. It is a great original story, and Gareth Edwards directing this one. I love his past two films of Rogue One and Godzilla 2014. Does it again here with The Creator. Coming in at number 1, though, speaking of John David Washington, I gotta give number 1 to Denzel Washington for Equalizer 3. I definitely think I'm gonna be one who likes this film a lot more than other people. I fully admit that. But I have loved this Equalizer trilogy now, but I have loved the past two films. I really wanted them to be able to follow up with this last one strong, and they definitely delivered. The action in here is fantastic, but the thing I like most about this movie is it's not as much action as you would think, and I love that. It's character building, it's character development, it's seeing this character of Robert McCall, what he has wanted since the very beginning, and that is peace, to find a place where he feels like he belongs. And he does that in this small town in Italy with this wonderful group of people who you automatically just fall in love with. And I just love that sense of family that he has with these people. And it just might have to deal with my love of Italy alone. That makes me love this movie as much, but I really do. And Denzel, we all know it. He always delivers. It's no different here. I just love this film, and it's one of my favorites of the entire year. In a year where we both have this and John Wick Chapter 4, they're great action films, but they're very different in the way that they handle action, which is important to note. Do not go into this film or come out of this film comparing the two, because I don't think it's a really fair comparison. They both handle this action kind of genre, I would say, in a different way. And I appreciate both films doing it in kind of a unique sense. So bringing I would say a revitalization to the action genre that I think it very much needed. So Equalizer 3 coming in at number 1 for the month of September. So guys, those are my 5 films that I have seen in September. Again, it is number 5, A Haunting in Venice. Number 4, The Nun 2. Number 3, Dumb Money. Number 2, The Creator, and number 1, Equalizer 3. Let me know what films you guys saw in September, and let me know your rankings of them down below. Did you check any of the ones out that I named? Love to hear your guys' thoughts there. Like I said at the beginning here, we are on the way to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to have you guys along for this journey. We do these movie reviews, movie rankings, monthly rankings, Oscar Mondays. We try to do it all here on the channel, so please check us on out. And subscribe if you like all entertainment industry news. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me here. Until the next one, my name's Tyson Honecker, and I'll catch you then.